you guys, so I'm going to be posting a video every single Friday from now on. And today, to kick off my brand new schedule, I'm going to be doing a book tag. So this book tag is called Finally Fall, and it's so fitting that I'm doing this on the very first day of fall. This book tag was created by Tall Tales, but I actually saw it done by Reagan on Peru's project. She's one of my favorite booktubers, and so she gave me this inspiration to do this tag. I'll link both of their videos down below. So the very first book on the tag is Name a Book with a Vivid Setting. This one was a piece of cake. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. One of my very favorite things about it, besides all the characters and besides the plot, is the setting of this book is so unique. This fantasy novel is much more like a Russian, kind of medieval Russian, and it's so fun. The marketplace, the frozen fjord, it's just a blast. A beautiful setting for a beautiful story. Name a book that is beautifully written but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. Piece of cake. My favorite book that deals with loss is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. It's a beautiful story. It's called The Book Thief because the young protagonist begins stealing the books that the Nazis are attempting to light on fire and destroy. And if you're really into being sad, I highly recommend it. Okay, next up. Fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. So I don't read that much nonfiction. I'm really a fiction lover at heart, but I have to say that probably my favorite nonfiction that I've ever read is The Prince by Machiavelli. So I did not enjoy this book when I was first forced to read it in school. Oh no, I did not. But I'm so glad that I was forced to read it. The fun fact about this book that I think is really fun is that when Machiavelli wrote this book, it was treated as nonfiction. It was treated as, oh, if you want to be a successful king, read this book and follow these helpful tips. However, it's like some historians have looked back and they actually have hypothesized that Machiavelli wrote this as satire, and it was more of his like screw you to the kings and kind of pointing out the ways that, you know, how kings do exploit their power now. The reason some historians believe that he might have been writing satirically is because in the dedication to the book, he dedicated it to a certain king, and it was the very king that had arrested him years before. In order to keep warm, spend time with people you love. Name a fictional family you'd like to be a part of. Easy. This book's actually going to be, it's in my TBR this fall, one of the only books I'm planning to read this fall, since I have so much reading for school that it's it's cutting into my reading for fun time. But this book is Magnus Chase, Ship of the Dead, which is the third Magnus Chase book, and I'm so excited to read it. I can't wait. I can't believe how much I enjoyed Magnus Chase 1 and Magnus Chase 2. And with that cliffhanger at the end of the second book, I'm really ready. I'm ready for Ship of the Dead. What a family! I just love them all so much! And I love how Hearth is deaf. It just, oh, it's so good. I can't recommend it enough. And Alex is gender fluid, and Sam is a Muslim American. Like, it is just such a great book. Also, if Hearth and Blitz aren't gay, I want my money back. Fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. Share a book where someone is telling a story. So this is the most recent book I've actually read, and it is Carmilla by Leigh Bardugo. I read this for school, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun read, and it was really interesting to me to see that book. I just think it's a really unique book. There's also a YouTube series based on the book, Carmilla, right here on this platform. I highly recommend it. I actually watched the series before I read the book, and you know, it was fine. I could follow along plenty okay. The nights are getting darker. Share a creepy read. So I read this book over the summer, and this is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by my girl Agatha Christie. Such a great book. I was thoroughly spooked. And if you like a good murder mystery, you gotta check it out. Also, fun fact, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd is her very first Hercule Poirot novel. Days are getting colder. Name a heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold day. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell is the most heart-wrenching, sweet novel you'll ever read. It is so pure and beautiful. 10 out of 10. If you want to be heart-warmed, pick up that novel. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessory. Well, I just personally feel like I achieve God-tier reading status when I have a nice cup of hot cocoa and, woo, a sweatshirt. Insert that song by Jacob Sagittarius right here. And finally, it challenges me to tag someone. So I tag my other favorite booktuber, Zoe, or Read by Zoe, and I hope that she does this tag because I'd love to hear what she has to say. Okay, I will see you next